Okay, I'm going to do a video on my sunglass collection, and I hope you enjoy it. I have I probably have 90, 95 pair, maybe 100, but what I have out in front of me here is probably 80 to 90. Some of them are in my vehicles and stuff. But yeah, let's get started. So I have this camera set up here, which and I have some cleaning cloths because I didn't pre-clean these, and a lot of them are dirty. So I've been collecting for years, probably about 5 or 6 years. Thinking back, yeah, 6 years, maybe 6 or 7 years, and I wish I would have kept the ones I had many, many years ago, but unfortunately they got damaged, broken, lost, stolen. I mean, this cloth, it does not work very well. So I don't have the old ones from the 70s and stuff like that, some of my old favorites. But I do have a lot of good quality sunglasses. I like collecting them. I think they're pieces of art. In my opinion, they're like pieces of art. So, getting started in no particular order, I have this camera set up, and then I have another camera to show the sunglasses, which will be primarily what I use. So I have these here, and these have a gold reflective lens, as you can see. And these are, I'm going to have to put my reading glasses on throughout this. These are called Tobacco Virginia, or Tobacco, Tabacco, Virginia. It probably should say Virginia Tobacco, but it's translated from Italian. These are Persols, and I'm going to show you here. These are Persols are a great brand. Most brands are Italian, made in Italy. Well, they're not all Italian, but they're all mostly made in Italy because I think it's what's the company's name? Luxor or something like that has bought out most of the major brands, and so it's like a conglomerate now. So all the individual brands that you had way back when in the 60s, 70s, and 80s have all kind of been merged. It's like a lot of things, like food products, like so many other things, coffees and everything else. So you can see these. The frames are acetate. Almost all of them, are acetate, a form of plastic, and they're beautiful frames. They have great metalwork, quality hinges that you can tighten up. You can adjust for however stiff you want these earpieces to be. You can see it says Persol right here. And Persol is usually defined by these double rivets going through, and this little metal piece right here with it's kind of like a pointed arrow, and that's usually defines what Persol looks like. They all have that same type of hinge, and they usually have 2 of these pins going through at the end there. Great sunglasses. I have way too many of Persol though, for some reason. And when you fold these, they only actually fold up and close up in one direction real well. The other direction, they don't close as flat. Going to another pair. Okay, these are Ray-Bans, RB 4148 Caribbean. These are excellent frame. They fit me really well. Most of these sunglasses are going to be large framed because I have a big head, like an 8 and or was it 7? I think my head is 7 5/8. My hat size, it's pretty big. So these fit me really well. I can show you here. Great sunglass. This is ideal for the beach or going on a hike up in the mountains or anywhere out in nature because of the type of lens, the dark brown lens. And also the first pair are the same thing. They're not really a driving lens when they're brown or gold. They're more like accenting the ocean, nature itself. That's pretty much what those lenses do. They highlight everything and they give it a brightness, somewhat of a brightness outside. And then these are Ray-Bans as well. I have a lot of Ray-Bans. I have a lot of Persol. These are Ray-Bans, and I think these are Wayfarers. It's been a while since I studied up on these because I'm not actively collecting anymore. Now these you can go to Ray-Ban's website, which is what I did when I bought these. I bought them directly from them. And they offer customization so you can get all different colors. And I got this blue with the brown in the front, brown on the side. And there's these different patterns that you can get, and then you can choose your lens. And I got the smoke gray lens for these, and an excellent driving sunglass. This is excellent all-around sunglass. You can't go wrong. These are a little loose on the earpiece. You can't go wrong with Ray-Ban. And the P, you'll see the P designated on some of these, and that just means polarized, which is not really great for your phone, to look at your phone when it's polarized. So, let me put this back and move on to, like I said, no particular order. And this is, another pair of Ray-Bans. You can see here. And it also has the RB right here, if you can see that. And I don't know if it's celebrities. I don't know an Andy that's really a celebrity, but I don't know if that's what it is or if it's the designer. These are excellent. These are a brown gradient. If you look closely, if you can see it, it's darker brown at the top of the lens, and then it's a gradient going down lighter as it goes down. And again, these are excellent sunglasses. Excuse me. And then these are made in Italy, polarized. These are, what brand are these? Oh, I think these are Bola. I think it's Bola. There's the B there. I believe that's what they are. These are kind of cool in the sense that you got the matte black where the nose piece is here. That's a kind of it's a rubberized material, which is kind of cool. So it has more of a friction fit, doesn't slide off as easy, and then the rest of it's gloss black. With what I guess I would say that this is the lenses are dirty, but this is almost a greenish yellow lens. And, oh yeah, I mean, definitely greenish yellow. Probably more on the yellow side. Another great sunglass, large pair. I like the two pins in the front for the hinges. Kind of cool. And then these are another pair of Persol. Like I said, I have a ton of these. Some I like, some I don't. You can see the reinforcing metal inside. And you see how it's pointed on both ends. Typical of Persol, and same thing on the site with the hinge and the two pins. And I've taken a lot of these. I heat them up with a hot air gun and then I adjust them, because you'd be surprised when you buy them. They're a lot of them are out of whack, and you need to. If you don't have a hot air gun and you don't know how to do it, you can't. You got to be careful you don't get it too hot. But you got to get this acetate warm, and then you can mold it. You get a few seconds to kind of shape it. And I do that to a lot of these so they fit better. Otherwise, you got to bring them in and have, an eyeglass place. And I think they dip them in a hot really fine hot sand is what they use to get them soft. I used a hot air gun. And these are a gradient lens. A lot of my lenses are lighter. Well, I have them all different kinds, I should say. Because it's easier to wear them inside. You don't have to take them off. And then, lastly, I have these here. These are not lastly, but lastly for this case. Not lastly, believe me. Let me wipe these just a little bit. This wiping cloth, none of these cloths are really working well. So these are a type of style called that Ray-Ban made popular, even though they weren't the inventor of them, called Clubmaster. And they were actually, I think it was Ronsir, Ronsir. Ronsir developed a Clubmaster and they were for eyeglasses. They developed the frames, and they made prescription lenses for people to for reading or for whatever to correct your vision. And I think the model was called a Shuron. And when the patent ran out, Ray-Ban immediately jumped on them and designed their own version of it and called it the Clubmaster. And now every time I see a style like this with metal here, acetate on top, I name them all the Clubmasters. These are Ellisons made in China, and this is a company called Warby Parker. And don't let the made in China fool you. These are very, very good glasses, and excellent lens. The lenses on most of these are going to be polycarbonate, and that's not a sign that they're cheap. And they will scratch easier than glass, but they're cheaper to replace. They got them so designed so well now. They're crystal clear. This one you feel it's loose in there, and they're just they're incredible lenses anymore. So it's a sign of good quality polycarbonate. Some people prefer glass. I have some of these. Some sunglasses are still in glass. The downside to the glass is a little bit less prone to scratching, but they're heavier. So, and then lastly are these, and no, I didn't show these yet either. Yeah, those are kind of uneventful. Then these here are Ray-Ban Chromance. And Chromance, I believe that these, get darker out in the sun, out in the light, and lighter indoors because they're chromatics. That's why they got the name Chromance, and I believe that these do that. Sorry about they're a little bit dirty and smudged, but you get the general idea. These have a rose-colored glass, beautiful, and the reason I like these, I like the gold accents, and I like the earpiece design. I mean, it looks like I can't think of it now, but anyway, it has that look. Let you see it there, and then it has the rubberized part where your ear goes, or where it hits your ear. It has two rubber pads. And then it has the adjustable nose piece. This is carbon fiber. Well, it's the look of carbon fiber. I don't believe it's not actually carbon fiber, but it's cool. And then lastly, Oliver Peoples Photochromic. So this is another lens. It gets light indoors. When it's low light, they lighten up. Oliver Peoples are real popular with the Hollywood crowd, celebrities and stuff. I don't know why. I mean, they're good sunglasses. They're not better than a lot of the other ones I have, but they sure command a high price. These are called Lous, L-O-U. And they, what's cool about these is like part of the acetate frame on the inside part of the frame, this side, is kind of the same color as the lens, and then on the outside, it's a gloss black. So it's a two-tone effect there, and these fit me really well. All the larger ones do. And yeah, I have a number of, I don't know, I have a handful of Oliver Peoples, and I think that they may be defined by this little detail right there. A lot of these sunglasses have some little quirky design that defines, the brand of them, the manufacturer. Now, let's take this one down, open this up, and we'll go right to this pair. I mean, there you go. Again, a type of clubmaster design. Ray-Bans made in not made in Italy, made in China. So some Ray-Bans are made in China, some are made in Italy. And these are the RB4246, and absolutely gorgeous. I love blue on glasses, blue frames. I like the blue and brown combination. And these are glass lenses, and quite stout. I mean, you could tell they're heavy in the front there, and it's just an overall beautiful design. Reflective lenses, dark grayish color, silver, gray. Beautiful, beautiful pair of sunglasses. This is why I like them. To me, like I said, this is like artwork. This is like their wood grain acetate frames. Again, beautiful frames, just gorgeous. These, I might be polarized. I don't know for sure. It doesn't say. Tom Ford's a designer and very popular with men. It's more of a suit and tie or a tuxedo crowd, but just black earpieces, gloss black. You got the beautiful metal for the hinge. The brownish gradient lenses. I think they're plastic, or I love this type of tortoiseshell with clear, light brown, dark brown, and kind of transparent. Gradient brown or lighter brown, adjustable earpieces, gold metal, or adjustable nose pieces, I should say, metal earpieces. Just a beautiful detail on the earpiece. You see the ribbing there. You can see the detail work that's put in there. It's like fluted. The gold here, just the heavy-duty design of it all, superbly crafted sunglasses. And these fit me really well. And these are Persols. I don't know if I said they were Ray-Bans, but they're Persols. Very unusual for Persol. But, there you see the pointed metal for typical Persol. Very well made. Here's, I think this is Warby Parker's, just a beautiful blue frame. They're kind of small for me, but I got them because when you put them in a lighted display case, and just this blue just takes off. It's just iridescent with the correct lighting. These are called Eastmans, and they're, like I said, they're Warby Parker. A good all-around, actually they fit me pretty well. These are a great glass. Blue lenses, a bluish tint to the lens, just a dark blue lens. Just a great all-around glass. pair of glasses that you know, if you're wearing something blue, it kind of would match your outfit. Copy of this is the Madison. This is a Warby Parker. This is meant to look kind of like a larger Wayfarer, and as you can tell, they look a little beat up. But obviously, they're heavily well worn because I like them, and I think I've had those ones for like a number of years. These are like an aviator type. They almost a copy of the really, they remind me of the old Vagabonds from Ray-Ban back in the 70s. But what's unique about this is, look at the leather work and the stitching. It's got leather earpieces here, stitched, gold metal, adjustable nose pieces, stitched bridge leather, wrapped leather around the frames here, in impeccable condition. They haven't made these for years, because I have another pair of leather that are kind of an off-brand. I thought that's what these were. These are the Ray-Bans. So it's like I said, it's the Vagabond style, and these are just, you can't get these anymore. And if I mean, I challenge you to find any in this condition. I've seen them for sale before, but there's usually some damage done somewhere. And of course, I'm not going to wear these because they're in flawless condition, and glass lenses. I don't know what these are worth now, but I'm sure it's to a collector considerable. Beautiful. And there's no room to put any writing on these other than the Ray-Ban up here. But yeah, just try to find a pair of these that are in good, just try to find a pair, let alone find a pair that are flawless. The craftsmanship is just incredible. All right. Of course, they're kind of gaudy looking, but you know, back in the 70s, that style of lens was in. In fact, I had the Vagabonds. They were my favorite pair. And you know, things go out of style. Here's another pair of Persals. These have, again, beautiful frames, gradient brown lens. These are Persals. Again, they have the classic Persal hinge with the point, the three metal pieces of metal going down for reinforcing, the reinforced metal bridge here. The beautiful, beautiful lens, the brown gradient. I mean, brown gradients are some of the best lenses you can get as far as like making everything look so vivid. And then for driving, of course, you want the best ones are the grays, which don't really enhance, but they're better for driving. They just are. You don't really want to enhance things when you're driving. At least I don't. Yeah, these are just beautiful. Again, you know, you have to fold them a certain way. And then I think, oh, these are Smith's. Smith makes some pretty decent glasses. These are the Havana Dovers. They're kind of a wraparound. You can see. I'm not a big fan of wraparounds, but I do like these. You can see these here. They, you know, they pretty much cover you on the side a lot more. You know, the side of where your eye is there. Just the beautiful detail here. The unbuffed, unpolished section here of the acetate, the name in gold, the beautiful gloss finish, the classic tortoise. The lens is just a gorgeous, gorgeous lens. I really don't wear these very much. I don't know why. Well, I have too many, that's why. But again, beautiful. Did I already? No, these are also kind of a wood grain. Who makes these? Look at the insignia on the side there. You can see that. And this is Dunhill's. So this is like a fashion brand, Dunhill. Dunhill makes what, I don't know, hats or men's attire, or something. Probably, you know, men's attire, I guess. I don't know where I spotted these. I can't remember now. Maybe in one of the many hotels I've stayed at over the years, but I've stayed at some pretty nice hotels that, you know, and a lot of times if I'm on vacation, I might buy a pair in their lobby or something like that, even though they're overpriced, just as a souvenir and to add back when I was collecting. And I don't know if these are one of those, but I may have bought these online. But look at this, look at the frames. Like I said, it's like artwork. It's just, look at it. I don't know if it was supposed to be driftwood or what the heck's going on here. And then the deep brown, and just the look at the heavy duty hinges. The overall design, and then it just says Dunhill here. Their trademark Dunhill right there. And then the model number, and then which gives you this, and then this number is this 135 is, I believe that's just going to be the length of this. Usually they'll give you the size up and down and across of the lens, but they don't do it on these. They keep it simple. Made in Italy. Just an overall dark brown, yellow, kind of a yellowish brown lens. Just an overall great pair of sunglasses. You would wear this if you're dressed up, or you don't have to, but a very, very dressy pair. And then now we're getting into Serengeti's. One of my top brands, Serengeti. When I first heard of them years ago, I thought Serengeti. This sounds like a gimmick. The name Serengeti, like Carrera or something, you know. But no, and these are the real deal. These are. I have owned a number of Serengeti's, and they are. I wish I had more. It's the one brand I wish I would have bought more of. They have so many different models, and there's just, they're so beautiful. Look at these frames. Along with the color of the lens, it's like a rose color, and it continues on the earpieces coming down, and the name Serengeti. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunglasses. Tommaso. These are called the Tommasos. Oh my God, these are beautiful. These, I believe, are either Ray-Ban or Persol. These are Persols. I think I have two pairs of these. I thought I lost these. I just couldn't find them. So I wanted them so bad, and because they would look so good in the case with lighting on them. I bought another pair, and then I found these. I didn't really, I just discovered them, and they weren't even missing. I don't know. I freak out, and I think I'm missing them, and I'm like, I gotta have it, I gotta have it. He's a little obsessive compulsive. And so I think I ended up with two pairs of these. These are hard to come by now. You know, the styles come and go, and they change them all the time. So if you buy these when they're out, like say 3 or 4 years ago, you're not gonna. They're not selling this exact one today. So you have to find them somewhere else. These are the ones I wore a lot, and see, they're dulling on the here. You can see the damage. I do throw them around when I wear my sunglasses. All except a few pair, I do toss them around a little bit. And when you do that, see that you get that. And that is no bueno. But, and these are very difficult for me to wear. They're too small for me. I bought them only because the blue and the brown. And that gets me every time. When I see that, I have to have them. The lens color, it doesn't look like much maybe now, but you can put them in a lighted case with clear shells, and they pop. They just do. All of these do. And like I said, this is, so a lot of that comes off. Will this come off? Oh, that'll come off. Oh, it's just dirt or whatever. It all, look at it, comes right off. So these will shine right back up to brand new. Well, that's good to know. There you go, the classic Persol hinge with the point, the 2 pins. Just too small. I wanted these in the same exact one, just slightly larger because I got such a big head. And it just doesn't quite fit me. These bend out too much. So, I mean, I could wear them, but I didn't really buy them to wear them. I honestly. See, they don't close properly, like right there. But then you do this, and you close this one, and then it closes. I don't know why it does that, but it does. And then the original Clubmaster, they weren't called that, but here's the Ronsirs I mentioned earlier. So there's the Ronsir right there. And these are the Shurons, made in USA. And so what I did was, before they went out of business, I think they're out of business now, and I think it was like the last year they were in business, I went ahead and I bought these from them, and they weren't that expensive, because I wanted to have an original pair of what inspired Ray-Ban to make, which is one of the most popular of their sunglass line, the Clubmaster, especially with women. And this is what started. This design here is the original. And they couldn't make, nobody could copy them for a number of years because they had the patent on it. And, you know, I don't know if it's 10 years or whatever it goes by. In the patent, it expires. And when the patent expires, if it's a popular design, then everybody starts making it. And in this particular case, everybody makes a Clubmaster or this style, which is defined by usually a metal piece here, acetate upper frame that has, and then a metal frame at the bottom, and then pretty much this kind of style of lens. And this is the typical Clubmaster design, and normally it has adjustable nose pieces like this, which is kind of cool because you can tweak them the way you want them. And these are really well made, because these are made for people who with prescription lenses, and they're not made to be flashy. They just happen to be, but they're made to be, you know, useful and durable. And they were a very good value. Now, usually they just come in black. I was able to get them in this a little dressier, it's like a smoke gray and black acetate frame. I'm glad I got a pair in silver. I like the silver. I really like the black and the silver. And I was really happy to get a pair of these before they went out of business. I mean, they were in business for eons, and, you know, all good things must come to an end, I guess. So there's that. This is, we're at 38 minutes, so we're moving along here. I mean, you don't have to watch this whole video. If it's, you could watch it in parts or whatever, or just the segment that you want to watch. I'm just putting it out here. Put this back here. Let's see. Are some of these inspiring, uninspiring? This is another Oliver Peoples. You know, heavy duty. They do have heavy duty hinges. I mean, they almost look industrial. Again, Oliver Peoples is made, this is called the Jack Houston's. You know, just a run-of-the-mill tortoise shell type brownish lens. Oliver Peoples, and so I get, and polarized lenses. I guarantee that these are very expensive, but they're expensive in the sense they're just kind of, some things are just overpriced because of the name. And, you know, I don't even know who Oliver Peoples is, but he must be the person that designed, is it designer or something? But the Hollywood types love these Oliver Peoples sign. Of course, they come in all kind of flamboyant iterations. And here we go back to the Serengetis. And these have Serengetis with the metal, cool metal frame. It's like spring loaded here, and it's just that, you know, it's flexible. It looks like rose, or like almost a rose gold color here. Beautiful, beautiful, transparent almost. Acetate frames matching the brown lens. I mean, what can I say? You know, just just gorgeous, gorgeous sunglasses. Artwork. Here we go. Here's like what I was talking about earlier. Ferrari. I mean, you know what the heck is that? I bought these made in Italy. These are fiberglass frames. Something different. So fiberglass instead of acetate, and I don't know how they get dirty. I don't even recall wearing these. You know, I mean, how does the dirt get on here if you don't wear them? Anyway, these are cool. I mean, I think I wore them once or twice. You know, the color's not like my color. It's just beautiful in a display case. Again, you put them in a lighted display case, and they just look like $1 million. Delicate frames, large lenses. It's like less is more type of thing. It's got the earpieces are fat here where you would grab them and then they taper back, and then it changes into this black here. You can see there's a transition. It's got the Ferrari horse there. Beautiful, beautiful frames. You know, honestly, I mean, and you know, I don't think these were that expensive. I don't remember, but I don't think they were. The hinges are really different. Kind of cool looking. They just go to a certain point and then they, boom, look at they're like, and they spring loaded. I just noticed that. I didn't know that before. Gorgeous. You know, look, kind of looks like what a woman would wear, though. You know, like I said, artsy. These are Eagles certified trilenium. So I don't know what kind of metal that is. I got them. I don't know. They weren't that expensive. I thought they were kind of cool looking. You could bash around with them. It's got a yellow lens, aviator style. They fit real well. They fit me real well. Not the most expensive pair in the world, and not, you know, I don't know how well made they are and how durable. And then it says up in here, eagle eyes. Eagle eyes. Yeah, they are what they are. Another pair of Tom Fords over there. I don't know if I showed you those, but I'm not going to pull them out. Another pair, I was saying I had two pairs of leather wrapped glasses, one being the Ray-Bans, and then this is Tannerai, and out of Canada, and these are completely wrapped in leather and stitched. Light brown, gradient lens, aviator style, just very unique. Very, you know, like a conversation piece. These are, oh, these are trippy. Maui Jims, I believe. Maui Jim. You got a cool ear piece or nose pieces here. Lightweight, frameless. Just, I mean, you don't even know you have them on. Honestly, you don't know you have them on. Other than, you know, you have them on. I believe these were fairly expensive too. Just cool looking. You know, not particularly my style, but you know, you got to branch out. You got to get things. You got to get different stuff. Here's another pair of Ray-Bans, aviator style. These are also out of China. These aren't the Italians. Nothing fancy about these. Just, you know, a kind of a grayish lens. Good for driving. With the silver metal frames. Nothing standoutish about these things other than they're just decent glasses for driving. And they have good eye coverage. So, yeah. And to be honest with you, it's kind of it's a yellowish lens. Not, and I said gray, but it's not. But it's still a good driving lens. And then there's these. These are the guard in Cool Hand Luke. You know, no eyes or whatever they call them. And these are filthy because they're reflective. And you know, I'm not a fan of these. These have a green lens. Maybe my only ones with green lenses. I'm not a big fan of green lenses. With anti-reflective coating on the outside. They do have writing on. These are aviator. Like I said, large metal aviators. 58 millimeter. Yeah, these are the big ones. These are Ray-Bans made in Italy. A good glass. Not my most popular. Not my first choice, so I don't. You know, I wouldn't wear them. Probably, you know. Did I already show these? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. It's Maui Gem again? No, Serengeti. Again, another pair of Serengetis. Now, these are similar to the Maui Gems in that they're frameless, but on a much heavier duty scale. These are they're polycarbonates, but they're just thicker and fixed nose pieces with that are rubberized. Well, not actually. You could tweak them if you heated them up, but you know they look pretty well set. Serengeti Polaroid Sports Novino, Nuvino, made in Japan. Made in Japan. Huh. What do you know? Cool looking. They have a little bit of a rubber here coating. Probably not. I mean, not real rubber, probably, but you know, to hold on to your ear better. Wrap around. Some people really like that style. I don't, but I do like looking at them. And Persol. These are like the industrial metal ones. These remind me of like Terminator glasses or something. This is kind of a rough version of somewhat of a aviator, clubmaster slash hybrid glass. I got these because I just want to get something different. Gray lens, gray metal, gray gunmetal frames here, and then acetate earpieces. The you know, again Persol hinges. These are cool. Glass. I think, yeah. These are glass. Yeah, glass lenses on these. Okay, so getting back to these, Serengeti. Just exquisite glasses, metal frames, kind of spring-loaded. These self-close? No. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful frames. Unobtrusive hinges. You can see. Very, very well designed. You can barely see them. Just beautiful. Put those in here. And then, I mean, I'm really Maui Gems, their version of the Clubmaster. Nothing too great, too fancy about these. Just, you know, good glasses. Ray-Ban. Obviously, I've been wearing these before. Probably when I bike ride. Polarized chromats, lighter and darker in the sun. These are lightweight, comfortable, and just an overall great sport glass. More Maui Jims. These are purple. I mean, I'd part with these. These are more for a woman. They got the same type of nose pieces. I got these because the color of the purple looks great in the case, a lighted case. But other than that, you know, is it a regrettable purchase? More or less. These might be. They're up there. If they're not, they're my favorite glasses of all the ones I have. They're real close. They were at one time my favorites. These are Costas, and I think I only own one pair of Costas. I might own two. I don't know. Costas. There's the C, and these are called the Polys, and I'll show you that right there. You can see where it says Polys, which is named after Pali Island off the coast, I believe, of right on the coast of South Carolina. I think it is. I think it's South Carolina. These are just, I don't know what it. You know, sometimes you just have a pair of sunglasses and they're just perfect for you, and that's what these are for me. They look great on me. They're comfortable. They stay on. And I just love the look. I love the brown frames. And I like everything about these. And glass. And a very dark gray lens. When I bought these, I bought them online, and they were advertised as the glass because they sell these in polycarbonate. And I think the glass I think it says the 580. I think 580 on the glass. I think that means that it's glass. Anyway, it was advertised online as being the glass version, not the polycarbonate. And so I bought them, and they sent me the polycarbonates, and so I wrote them back, and I said, hey, you sent me the wrong ones. First of all, the glass are more expensive by a considerable amount of the polycarbonates. And I wanted the glass. I just wanted the glass. So the guy said, oh, it's okay, you know. We can credit you back a little bit of money. I said, no. I said, I specifically, I'm a collector. I ordered the ones with glass. Those are the ones I want. And so I believe that they went ahead and fixed it, and they sent me the correct ones, and I sent them the other ones back. Yeah, because I didn't want to get cheated. I just didn't want them in polycarbonate. I wanted these in glass. The heft of it all, and just that's what I wanted. So that's what I ended up getting. You know, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. These you get on Amazon. These are good glasses for everyday wearing. Made in Italy, polarized. They're called New Commander. And you know, I don't know how durable they are, but I've got two pairs of these. I like them so much. I think one pair is in the car. I just really like these. They fit me really well. So I bought a second pair. I think they're probably $65, $75. You know, they're a cheap pair. That's what a cheap pair for me is. I don't buy the CVS, you know, Foster Grant stuff. I mean, even the cheap pair, they have to be decent. They have padding here so they don't slip, and they're more comfortable. It's the little details, the little things that go into it. And of course, the weak point on these is probably the fact that those hinges look like they're just milled out of the polycarbonate. They took the earpieces and they machined them and I don't know if there's any metal in there. There's a screw going through the bottom. You can see there's a screw going through. That's probably what would break on these if you wore them a lot. I mean, I wear mine when I drive, but I think over time, I don't know if there's any metal in there. Because earlier I showed you the B. So, you obviously you throw your sunglasses on your car seat or something like that, or you leave them on the dashboard and it's really hot, and you sit on them, or you have them in your back pocket, you sit down. You're going to break even the good sunglasses eventually doing that. So you really got to take care of them. You should. So let's see. There's notable pairs here, and this being one of them. These are Persals. These are try finding these. These are. I call these the Elvis. For good reason. Elvis is flashy with all the metal and all the fancy sunglasses he had. This is the closest to Elvis for me. These are a grayish lens, I think. Gray or green? Green. I think they're green. These are beautiful, beautiful glasses. And this is held in place with 5 screws. These are the real deal. Persol. Not all Persals are equal. Here's another pair. Oh, these are a larger version of the blue and brown, but it's a different brand. These are Meraki's, and this is from I Buy Direct. It's Chinese, but I'm a sucker for this type of frame. The blue, brown, variegated frame. It's just, and the large lens. These fit me. Unlike the other blue browns I have that they don't. These actually fit. These were hard to get. I saw them online, and it was difficult for me to find a pair to actually buy. But I'm awful glad I did. They've got what looks to be decent hinges. I mean, they're not the best in the world. They're riveted onto the acetate. Well, they go through, so that's good. So, yeah, these are pretty durable looking and absolutely gorgeous. I forgot I had those. And then look at these. It just keeps getting better and better. Look at the frames on these. Look at the color. Oh my God. I mean, kind of girlish in a way, I guess you could say, but these are, it's official, folks. The Clubmaster. There they are. And these are the larger Clubmasters, because the smaller Clubmasters are here. And these probably say Clubmaster as well. And there's a size difference in these glasses. So these fit me, my big head, really well. These, they also fit, but it's a little bit tighter. Whatever you want to wear. This is more traditional tortoiseshell. These are made in Italy, heavy duty. This is what they copied from Ronsir, the Shurons. And this is just another design that they changed the lens design on them and took them to a whole nother level. But they all have this metal piece that bridges across. And these are gradient browns. These are solid brown. Again, just beautiful, beautiful. And then here's I'm gonna guess and say these are Maui Jims. And nope, Oliver Peoples. I was wrong. Oliver Peoples. Probably my best pair of Oliver Peoples that I have. These are kind of cool. I actually like these. Yeah, Oliver Peoples. These probably weren't cheap. These probably cost a small fortune. Handcrafted in Italy. Mm-hmm. Decent, you know. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever worn these, you know, like outside the house. I should someday. I really should. Did I show these already? I think I did. Yeah, I did. What am I doing? I'm going back over. Okay, so that's done. One more box to go. I might edit some of this out. I could leave it in the video, and you could watch part of it, come back to it. I'll try to edit out the boring parts, and if you think the whole thing is boring, well, you wouldn't be watching right now anyway, so you wouldn't have heard me say that. But so for anybody else that collects sunglasses would probably be interested in this. I know I would be interested. These are Madison's Warby Parkers, and these fit me extremely well. So these have been pretty heavily worn, and these are one of the earlier ones I got. I've had these probably 5-6 years ago. Dark brown lens, just a traditional Wayfarer style, but larger Wayfarer, and made by Warby Parker, sourced from China. And here's the Maui Gems. These are wraparounds. Again, I got them because of the frames. Just a sucker for that design. I mean, this just looks like get in your sports car and just raise it. You know, put the top down, raise out. That's what these look like. They're made for. Got a lot of writing on Island Time. Island Time. You know, well, Maui Jim. I mean, Hawaii, right? 100% made in Italy. They have even the patent number on them. These are cool. These are just, I don't know how well they fit me. I've never worn these out in public. They don't, you know, they don't fit me that well. Because I think what I have to do is heat this up, and I think I have to straighten this out a little bit. I think if I was to wear these or want to wear these, I would take and modify these. I think I would, and you know, there's metal in there, so that's good. The metal will bend. You got to heat this acetate so you don't break it, and then I would straighten this out because these are very tight anyway already. I would straighten this one out, not all the way, but you know, probably like, you know, something like that, and it also would look better. Yeah, but otherwise, as far as they're cool looking, but yeah, I got to do something about, you know, straightening that out. And then again, Ray-Bans, you can get them designed the way you want. So I got this. This is like a fabric material, and it's blue, and the same on the front. It's a fabric material. These are the Wayfarers, I believe, the new Wayfarers. These are the new Wayfarers, which I think are slightly larger. I think earlier I said something about their just a little design, a little bit different. I think they're, I don't know if there's a Wayfarer 2 or if these are the ones that are larger. I can't remember. They don't look very much larger, but they're just a little different design from the original Wayfarers. I have an original. Oh, lo and behold, is this them? No, that's the one. I do have an original Wayfarer. Did I already show those? No, here they are. Here's an original. Yeah, here's a 70s Wayfarer that I bought because I used to have these years ago. And then I think I cracked the lens or something. They were glass. And these aren't. These are polycarbonate. But these are old frames. Now, let's see. Are these bigger? Because this is the new Wayfarer versus these. They look pretty much the same to me. If anything, these look smaller. the lenses, like narrower here. And that's, they probably are. Yeah, they are lower, see? So the new Wayfarer is smaller. And these are original, like they're loose, and they still work. I think these are actually glass, and they're heavy. So the newer pair are built better than the older pair. And then these are Ray-Bans, and I think these are polarized Ray-Bans RB 3237s. And these are kind of cool. You see Ray-Ban on the side. They're kind of neat. These are another pair of Persol. I believe I have 2 pairs of these. I showed you a pair earlier, and I think this is the second pair of the same kind. These look a little bent on the earpiece. I don't know if I was modifying them. I have like 3 pairs of these in different colors. These are the RB 2184. I really like these. I think these are my favorites. They're the bluish black. There's blue in there. Kind of like a hint of blue. I don't know if it's actually blue. It almost is. It's not really blue, but it's just real. And these fit really well. The other ones I have, and the same exact model, they don't fit as good, but so I have to do some modifications to them. They're not fitting. I think I had to modify those, heat them up and move them. These are Maui Jims. Just a lightweight pair. Maui Jim makes a lot of these kind. And they're called River Jetty. And then some more Persols. Beautiful lenses. Or, well, beautiful lens, light colored, very light colored. You could easily wear these inside. But also the frames. The frames kind of match the lens, same color. I almost think like I showed you a pair of these earlier. They're very similar. You probably did. So there's that. And then, you know, briefly, this case here, which has these sunglasses. This is Ed Hardy, which is I think he's a graphic artist. Works out of New York, I believe. He's still alive. Anyway, that's one of his weird display cases. It's just his design, his graphic artistry, which is kind of cool. I forget where I bought this, but I think I've seen a couple of them online before. These are Warby Parkers, and you know, let me get some light over here. These are just drop dead gorgeous glasses. Gold acetate frames with gold inlay. I mean, just dark lenses. Are they brown? Nope, gray. They're gray lenses, almost a bluish gray. Kind of a bluish gray. Beautiful glass. And then a little bit of a novelty. Folding Persol. That you fold the earpiece, it folds like here. And then these fold in, and you can fold them up and put them in your pocket. You know, like that. And then I never knew that was, I guess it would be, no, it has to be loose. And then you can open them up, they snap in place. And there they are. And Maui Gems. Just a kind of a regular basic pair of Maui Jims, different. And then, so there's that. And I won't open this. I can't see the brand name on that. Ray-Ban with the blue lens, very contrasting. Ray-Ban again, Ray-Ban again, and Ray-Ban again on the bottom. And that rounds out the whole sunglass collection.